Oh my gosh. Hello, guys and gals. Today we are back. I'm a little bit shook because um, I recently saw the image of the new Pennywise, the clown, costume and look for the new Stephen King's It reboot coming out in September of this year. I should have mentioned this film on my list of films that I am eagerly anticipating. In 2017, one of my previous videos. I didn't, I forgot it like an idiot, but I thought I would do this little extra video instead, talking about my reaction to the new It. Now this, I'm so late to the party because this picture of It was released in like August, I believe, like in the summer, and I didn't even know it was a thing. I'm a huge Stephen King fan and I had no idea that it had been released yet, so I'm an idiot. But I just thought I would do like a little reaction to it. Well, not reaction because I've already reacted, but just give you my thoughts about the new It look. And I'll put a little picture of him here, so I'll just shift over here for a bit. Now I know there's been a lot of controversy over this version of our beloved clown villain, and he's obviously going to be played by Bill Skarsgård, and he has the look of a younger clown, a younger Pennywise, which I find particularly intriguing. Now I think Bill Skarsgård said that something about it being more because of the kids in the story, they are young. I think it's more to do with the fact that they're trying to go for this idea of like Pennywise being a sort of antithesis for the kids, because the kids are young when they encounter Pennywise, and so it's sort of like, I don't know, the fact that he's younger, a younger model is than Tim Curry's version, who's sort of like middle-aged clown. It means that he's sort of more in touch with the children, he's more sort of connected to them. I don't know, but it makes sense in a sort of unexplainable way. And what I also like about this Pennywise is his outfit. If we ignore the face for a moment, I think that his actual outfit, the fact that it's drawing on such sort of quintessential elements of Elizabethan dress, Victorian dress, the sort of soft white ruff on the neck, the boots, very interesting, the sort of tight sort of waist, and the sort of the way it goes out, the sort of shape of the body, and the sort of bland sort of colour, as though this material is aged, is a really interesting concept, because we all know that Pennywise is a creature that takes a clown's form in order to lure kids in, and the fact that he is wearing this dress that is an amalgamation of different periods, different period fashions, is particularly fascinating when we think that he is an ancient being, an ancient demon, if you will. And I think the fact that that is shown quite cleverly and quite clearly in his dress, in what he's wearing, is a really chilling concept, and it sort of brings that idea of Pennywise being a sort of constant sort of frightener and consumer of children throughout the ages to the forefront of this movie, and to his character. Now, what I've seen people complaining a lot about is the fact that Tim Curry's Pennywise, the way he was dressed, was sort of a normal clown, your average clown. It was just the way that he acted, and obviously what he did, and Tim Curry's performance, that gave the sort of off evil aura. And I think while that's true for this look, as you can see, Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise has sort of a very sort of distinctively evil face. The fact that it's just one picture can be misleading, because we don't know it in the film if he's always going to look like this, or if his countenance, if his face will be sort of lifted and more sort of normal when he's talking to the kids, and this is how he will look as the original Pennywise did when he sort of transforms and attacks and sort of turns obviously evil, as we saw the original Pennywise do with the teeth and the eyes. This might be that version of Pennywise, but he's actually quite sort of boyish looking and sort of almost angelic, perhaps. This might just be his sort of final form of evil, if you know what I mean. So I don't know if it's necessary for people to worry too much about that at the moment. But what I will say is that I think this is a really, really interesting concept. It's one that I actually love. And I think it's just a really interesting take on a fantastic story and a fantastic character. So yes, even though he's already visually unnerving, we don't know that if that's going to be a constant throughout the rebooted film. And I think he's visually striking. When I first saw this, my mouth fell open and I was completely aghast with both shock and excitement for this, because I mean, look at him. It's fun. Or look at it. Pennywise is fantastic. It's such a dark, dark concept, and you can really see that in this outfit. And yeah, I have seen some people being worried about it. I think we should give it a chance. I know that Tim Curry's performance was absolutely iconic. I'm not taking that away from him. When I watched it when I was young, you know, it is just an absolutely brilliant character that was brought to life by Tim Curry, undeniably. But I think that because it was made in 1990, it was made at a time when perhaps what was available in cinema at the time was perhaps not enough for what was required for the story. You might be the same as me in thinking of the sort of spider-like thing at the end of it, in that respect. Perhaps this reboot will be able to give us what we might have been lacking in the original film, but obviously we were not lacking with the performance of Pennywise by Tim Curry. I mean, that is just undeniably the truth, but I think that Bill Skarsgård's Pennywise is going to give us a different take. It's going to give us a different spin on Pennywise, an interesting spin from what I can see so far. I love this story. I've always loved this story. As a horror fan, I think it's genius. Stephen King is a genius, and seeing this image as a horror fan and as a Stephen King fan makes me incredibly excited, because it is something new. It's a new venture for this story, and I really want Bill Skarsgård's it to work. And from this picture, I'm thinking that it might just do that in its own way. He looks petrifying. I don't like clowns, and what I do like about this particular look that I forgot to mention as well is that the fact that it kind of reminds me of those clown dolls that a lot of random kids have for no apparent reason. I think my mum used to have one when she was little. It's a kind of old-fashioned clown look that was sort of adorned by a lot of those dolls, and that's what I kind of get from this clown, as well as being a sort of quintessential jester-like clown with the makeup and the hair. But he looks absolutely amazing, and so yeah, that's my verdict so far. I cannot wait to see the movie. I'm already incredibly excited. This picture is just the beginning for me, and hopefully it will live up to my expectations. I think we should give it a chance. I think it's on its own a brilliant piece of costume design, makeup design, and it's almost a piece of art, to be honest. The fact that it's being attributed to a Stephen King project and to Pennywise is fantastic, and I'm just looking forward to see how this plays out, and if it really is worthy of the praise that I'm giving it so far. I really hope so. I really want this to work, but I think it really could if we give it a chance, and we take it for what it is at the moment, which is a really cool concept. So yeah, that is my take on the new Pennywise. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Your opinions might differ to mine, that's perfectly fine. We're all allowed our opinions in this world, and what's important is that we get a good movie out of this. So fingers crossed for that. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.